I have 86,000 Flybuys points, and I have decided I'm not going to redeem them for groceries. I have decided to convert them to velocity points. I know that's not what everyone would do, and everyone is different, but I am just sharing why it makes perfect sense for me. First of all, a disclaimer. This is not financial advice, and I'm not suggesting everyone do this. As I said, everyone is different, but I am sharing why it's the right decision for me right now. Reason one is my financial situation has changed. It is improving. My emergency funds are growing very nicely, and I am in a more comfortable financial position. My next reason is reason two. It is just me, and I don't need $430 worth of groceries. It is too much for me, and I have food that I need to use up anyway. Three is I have my everyday rewards, which I can redeem for groceries. So at the moment, I currently have just over 58,000 everyday rewards points, which is equal to $290. So that's where I can save money. So I can redeem my everyday rewards points for groceries instead. And also, you might be wondering why I'm not converting my everyday rewards points to Qantas points. The reason is I don't have any Qantas points, and nor do I fly with Qantas, so I would prefer to focus on building up my velocity points rather than just spreading them over to programs. I also don't want any stuff like appliances or electronics or household items, because I've already got what I need, so I don't need any more stuff. And also, I don't have a lot of storage space here, as it's just a small one-bedroom unit, and I just don't want clutter that is going to sit there and collect dust. So that is another winning factor for my decision making. So why velocity? I already have velocity points anyway, because sometimes when I travel I will book with Virgin, and I signed up to Virgin a few years ago and earned velocity points that way. And I also do things to earn velocity points through their partners, like I use DoorDash. Occasionally I might book a DD rideshare, and also there is my travel goals. So I'm travelling to New Zealand in September this year. It will be my first time, but I probably more than likely will want to go back. I also would love to travel to Japan, and experience their culture, and I hear Japan's a beautiful country, so that makes me really want to go there. And Sydney. So Japan and Sydney may well be my next two travel goals. And also Velocity and Flybuys are currently offering a 15% bonus, so if it's your first time auto transferring your Flybuys points to Velocity points, you get 15% more Velocity points. It is not the reason why I'm converting, but it is definitely a very nice incentive. And for me, other things have to win, which they are. Like me using DoorDash, for example. I just wouldn't go chasing points if they're not a win for me, like credit cards, for example. The points are nice, but they're not the right product for me or the right service for me. So the best rewards strategy depends on everyone's circumstances. As I said, we're all different, and what works for me might not work for you, and vice versa. So if you had 86,000 points or any amount of Flybuys points or everyday rewards points, what would you do with them? Would you redeem them for groceries, convert them to Qantas points or Velocity points, or save them up for Christmas? And what do you currently do with your everyday rewards and Flybuys points? I would absolutely love to know and have everyone share what they do with them. So those are my reasons for why I want to convert my Flybuys points to Velocity points. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye.